I got that lesson to make easy fortune to 100,000 revenues my knowledge. So probably in the 100,000 revenues. La voce, e la voce, I'm afraid. Every time to play, I would shy stuff. Very hard to go and very hard to talk this shadow. Hey, say gratitude. Every strictly to do. Oh no. Every a secret thing. Every a lovely shine. First, I can see it.
About 6 weeks ago, I started working with this book, The Lives of the Desert Fathers. And, very intriguing. I don't know the authors carefully. I don't know much about it. Maybe compiled from a group of monks or fathers from Palestine. I think 7 people went and toured the desert monks in Egypt. And they came back and wrote manuscripts, and she took those and compiled them and translated them in modern language. So I understood that. So this was around 350 after Jesus, so it was before the Roman Catholic stuff in Rome had been fully established, I guess. I'm not real big on history of that. But it seems to be that it had this incredible energy of its own that was going on. Just finished reading, rereading the Gospels and the letters in the New Testament, and Paul and others would write to the churches and say, look, you guys aren't doing miracles, you're losing it, get back in the groove. So it was an expected thing. And that's what I find in this is it was not a once in a while or one-off. This was thousands, tens of thousands perhaps, of these fathers in that region, the whole way up the Nile. The one monastery would have 500, it says, and they could all do miracles. And there was a town house, a lot of them, and there were like 5,000 of the fathers in that one town. So it's very intriguing to read. And they categorized the miracles to 5 types. Right, shortly. So there were miracles of clairvoyance, which was prophecy and predictions and reading hearts, they called it. They would listen, be with somebody and tell you either what your problem was or what your virtue was. Then there were the dreamers of the desert who heard angels or the voice of God and would receive guiding advice for themselves and to give to other people it means. Then there were miracles of cures. Some of them simply touched people, like the Gospels relate those stories. Other ones would bless oil or things and send them with the person, and the person would receive healing. Then there were nature miracles, which I thought was really intriguing. The one who needed to cross the Nile, we called a crocodile over and stood on its back and got ferried across. When he got across, he discerned that the heart of the crocodile was not good and ordered it to die. Yeah.
It's about dying.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's crazy stuff. There was another one who, a hippopotamus was kept coming up and destroying the village. He just walked down one day and just talked to us. Look, can't be having this here. Find a new home. So the hippo turned around and left, never came back again. There was another one that stationed poisonous snakes to live outside his door. There were robbers. So Many fascinating things, as well as blessings on the animals for their health and growth for the farmers. And the last category, also intriguing, they're called miracles of protection. And they seem to range in all kinds of ways, from somebody simply having intuition, don't go there, to an angel showing up and paralyzing guards or the bandits and everybody just walking away or them running away. So, yes, the way it's relayed, what was even more intriguing is everyone in that area just considered this perfectly normal. It's just, you would go to a monk, you got sick, or if your crops weren't growing. And in their nature miracles, they would move into a new area of the desert and plant crops in the raw sand and grow more food than anybody had ever seen. And they give most of it away. So it's a quick summary of the miracle aspect. But behind it is always my question, how did they do that? And their lifestyle was very, the word ascetic, when you say it. They believed in removing all attention from the body, not just controlling your impulses, but like many only ate one meal a week. There were other ones with the miracles recorded that didn't even fix food. They just would wait on God and a loaf of bread would appear, or somebody would just come by and give them a bucket of vegetables. They did not believe in giving any attention to the desires of the body. And instead, they committed and devoted all their time to just seeking to listen to God. And I still need to study that a lot more, but several of them write the same thing. That when you do that and sustain that practice, that like God joins you and will help you get clearer, they call it clear in virtue, free of the desires. And then it's like God would open a channel to them so they could do the miracles, they could hear what God was telling them to do, very clearly, specific instruction. Go to town today, stop at the beet booth, beets, you said, yes. Yeah. So that was it. Anyway, I've always been fascinated with the miracle idea, studying the Course in Miracles. And here's a book saying all that stuff again. But what was most peculiar is, though I came here loving this community and loving living a monastic life, I never thought I would be a monk, by definition or whatever that. And a few weeks into reading this, I was thinking about maybe there's something to it, because there's different aspects that apply, and one of them is service. It's a commitment to a certain kind of service. And I found I'm growing to like that idea. And of course, the commitment to stay tuned only to God. Well, the other night, in the morning, I woke up from a very vivid dream. So in the dream, I had been sitting at a pub evidently and talking with this lovely lady, and it was obvious we were hitting it off very well. And so we got up to go, and she stepped over to me and right up to my face. She didn't kiss me. She didn't intrude, but the offer was really clear, like where this can go. And so I'm watching myself in the dream, like, all right, there's a decision to be made here. And just out of nowhere, I just said, that would be wonderful and awesome, my friend, but I'm a monk. And it woke up from the dreams. So this book, I think, is changing me. I like the change I'm feeling. So that's my quickie, and in a couple of months after I digested more. Some other thoughts to share. Questions?
Yeah.
No, no, I'm just not that's the destination.
What you're talking about, the resident views is the affection. That's, most people don't even know it exists. I exist. I don't know what they're about. Why they, what they're doing, why they were doing it, their lives. That's a society. Various reasons. And they lived in a way that was very different. Life that they were exploring, it was an exploration. They were sort of carving out into some degree new territory. What was most important?
Stay in God's love as a son to both stay connected to God and not divert their attention to the body or the world, but to also extend that love to visitors and to their neighbors. And in many of the cases, the people around them totally came to depend on them, because the one place they go in and shovel sand out of the monastery and sprinkle it on their field, then their field would, like the crops would increase 10 times. But they gave this love without reservation, no matter what. If the person showed up, they'd just feed them. If they showed up and had to stay, they'd leave their own little hut and give it to them and go build a new hut and live with their friend. It's a quality of loving I still got to learn about. I really have to say I don't know that level of loving.
So their asceticism, they're denying themselves. Food, pleasures, was for this. Not more deeply.
Something to quite giving. But yeah, it's like, so like we've just become only this power beam of love all the time. And that was just. Oh, yeah.
And it could be, seems like you're talking about consciousness of the brain. More because the more you the body, not the world, more certainly, more love and higher consciousness and higher energy vibe, and then you still get the sun of energy, and when you read something with the body moving, you're alone, so they bring it to you. I mean, this is again,
Yeah, no.
but I mean, it's all connected, everything's all connected, but it's, it almost looks like something like barbarians, but they just don't come up with it, just they're not there. That's how they.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I am.
I'm from them.
What I hear you saying is that, so the asceticism, out of that, into the more total loving, unity.
Yeah. Yes, and they, several of them specifically said, articles will be given for you to do once you've reached the right state. And then if people came there and were faking it, what they just wanted to be noticed, they would detect them and either send them away or send them off alone in the desert till they got better at it. But yeah, it was about truly learning to ignore their own existence and keep them totally on the love of God. Ever.
Question. So confidence. Silence are having trouble hearing a particular person. And Jesus said that it requires prayer and fast. And that's what seems as a father's will to make dreams and miracles. And the other thing is kind of a question of wanting specific spiritual purpose. And sort of thing. And I see those as being different. Is that stand? Just listening to what you're saying, it sounds different.
I don't know. Typically, you shouldn't let your body tell you what to do, what it needs. Look to God, God will give you what you need. Just ignore the body. Or if they call it bad, or not.
I think it's really great that you're doing, exploring something. Certain Jim's.
Well,
Did we speak that? I'm making. For you to have that dream where you're unconscious and speaking to you.
Yes.
In such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful way.
I mean, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an amazing moment. And one to
We all do asceticism, no more shopping, no more patience, no more patience. We do it, guys.
It's literally. It's how many.
breathing or walking. We would just drop over. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Forever strong. Sing hallelujah. Please.